Hello, my name is Frank, and I want to welcome you to Drop Cruiser. I just recently bought myself a new longboard. Check it out. I put my hand there for scale. And I've never skateboarded in the past number of decades. But this is a beautiful skateboard. I really loved it, and I wanted to invite you to come along with me on my journey as I begin skateboarding at 54 years old. Now, I got this thing from Decathlon. It's a longboard free 520, those 70mm wheels with a 76A hardness, medium hardness. And I was on the fence until I saw the artwork, and then I just fell in love with that samurai artwork and the frog. I loved it. Pardon my birds in the background, they fly around and sometimes they make an appearance. So I bought this longboard, and like I say, I hadn't been, I thought about skateboarding when I was about 7 years ago. I was about 46 years old, and I thought, no, I'm too old for it. But now I'm 54, and I'm not too old for it anymore, so I went ahead and bought one. And so I want to invite you along with me on my journey as I begin my first day of learning to skateboard again. I did it when I was a little kid, about 1,000,000 years ago. My parents had bought me a penny board that was stiff as all get out. And here we go. Okay, well, here we are, and here I am trying to get a feel for it. First time I've stepped on a board in a very, very long time. Like I say, I had done it when I was a boy, maybe 10, 12 years old, like that, and I weighed about 10 pounds. And of course, back in those days, you had to watch out for stegosaurus attacks. So it's been a while. So maybe you're here curious about getting a skateboard or a scooter or getting a little more fit and active, and that's why I'd like to sort of share my experience with you and let you have an idea of what is entailed. So here I am already stepping off and keeping my balance. So I think that's pretty good. Like I say, I have thought about many different kinds of exercise. If you look at me, I'm 6'1", and I weigh a lot. Look at those Godzilla legs. But in my defense, a lot of it is brain muscle and kung fu bone density, and not the spare tire you see that could drive a Caterpillar truck. Now, like I say, maybe you are considering this, and let me tell you, are you 30, 40, 50, 60 years old, 80 years old, 100 years old? The short answer is yes. Go ahead and do it. Okay. Because it is a very worthwhile activity at any age. Now, the problem is you see skateboard culture, which is a very young, youthful, vigorous culture, but the activity itself is very worthwhile, I'm finding. You see this lady here, she just gave me a thumbs up. And this is an older woman, and she's been around and she knows what's what in the world. She's one of these Tai Chi women in China, and they don't mess around. And so I get the thumbs up from that demographic, and that's actually really encouraging. Now I'm not a raw beginner. I have trained in Aikido in the past for a number of years, and so I sort of worked out the kinks of balance in my body. So I'm not completely new to athleticism, although I wouldn't say I was ever sporty. I did Aikido, and that does tend to kick one's derriere around the world and back. And since then, I've done some, gym training and a lot of walking, commuting to work. I'm a teacher here in Shanghai, and like I say, about 7-8 years ago, I was shopping for canes, and now I'm shopping for skateboards. So I think that age is definitely not a factor. What is a factor might be your health, might be your heart condition, might be your willingness to sort of be a beginner publicly, and I think that's actually an asset to anyone's personality. Now me, my knees aren't great. I've got a trick knee and twinges once in a while. And after today's session, goofy. That's what I just said. I'm goofy-footed. I really tried both feet. I'm definitely goofy-footed. That's left foot. Like I say, after today's workout, I didn't even notice any knee issues at all. Getting on the board, getting off the board, kicking. I didn't even notice anything in my knee. So it's very gentle on the joints that I've found. And I have done some other workouts where you are like working out with a sword and swimming and yoga and those types of fluid workouts that are easier on the joints. And let me tell you, after this workout today, I found the same kind of feeling and invigoration. And for those of you who understand chi, power, it's a sensation of energy flow throughout the body, musculature and spirit, etc., breath. This activates the ki. It activates the chi. It really does. So it's a good way of doing something like martial training, and you're not even scaring the children or anything like that. So after 45 minutes or so of that, I'm kicking off and I'm going down the way. And I'm able to push once, and I start pushing twice, I get a little wobbly on the balance. And so here we see a camera, and so we have to make our cameo. There's no problem here. These guys are just worried someone will steal my phone because they're trying to open the gate. So it's not really a problem. Let me tell you about my board. It's a drop shape. It lowers the center of gravity, so it's a lot more stable. That's why I like the longboard shape there. And the wheels are 70 millimeter, 76A hardness, mounted on ABEC 7 bearings for speed and comfort. And the bearings roll just a little bit, not too much, not too little. And the deck is very grippy. It's like sandpaper grip. And it's a 9-ply Canadian maple deck, very strong and sturdy, and not too flexible. So someone of my weight and stature needs a lot more stiffer board, and I found that this one was also very kind of it had a lot of play in it despite these features, so I think it did really well. Now I just want to mention, I saw a lot of people today, they saw me making a fool of myself. That's fine. They liked it. They all approved. They all gave me thumbs up. And a lot of people were curious and a little jealous. And the kids loved it. And to be very honest, I found nothing but positive feedback. And there was no shaming. There was no embarrassment. There was no scoffing or tut-tutting. And people were really cool about it. Look at that smile. Cool down. That's what I'm saying. So I'm going to do a little cool down here. It's important to warm up and cool down before you start doing these activities. So here's just a quick, brief little cool down. Nothing special, just to sort of activate the joints. And the cool down's a very important part of a workout because it allows the heart rate to slow down and not to go from very fast to very slow, which is very unhealthy. So what I'm doing here is working out my joints, and especially around my torso, which I found to be around the core and the torso to be the most activated muscle groups in today's workout. There was a little bit with the ankles and the knees, of course, but I really found that the hip power was where a lot of the movement was concentrated. And of course, all of your stabilizing muscles and balance muscles. Look at that smile. I want to thank you for coming to Drop Cruiser, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.